Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Whilst most of us were taking in the excitement of the 2022 French Grand Prix, we may have missed all the other action from the past weekend, which included some thrilling racing with W Series and Formula 2 also at Paul Ricard, IndyCar from Iowa, and World Touring Cars and the electric touring cars coming from Vallelunga in Italy. So let's do a little roundup of what went down. Make sure you subscribe for more motorsport content. Starting with Formula 2, and this was a very good weekend for series leader Felipe Drugovich. His consistency is really keeping the chasing pack at bay. Of his main rivals, only Theo Porcher outscored the Brazilian, and Logan Sargent, who was second, had a shocker of a weekend. It was Liam Lawson who took the sprint race win and really kick-started his season after a bad run of form. Deruvla was second with Drugovich third. There was a couple of incidents in the feature race, but Ayumu Iwaza dominated the race to take his first Formula 2 win from Theo Porcher. Logan Sargent started this race on pole but retired after an issue during his pit stop, a huge blow to his title hopes, but as Williams have been bigging him up this weekend, it may not matter. As long as he keeps scoring points and has a good close to the season, he could very well be a Formula 1 driver in 2023. As for Drugovich, he deserves a shot in Formula 1 too. He has a good lead but can't relax too much. There are some good drivers behind him. Theo Porcher, I'm sure, will one day be a Formula 1 driver. He is so good and still very young, and Sargent is not too far behind. The rest of the field need to do some catching up, or this is quickly going to become a three-horse race for the title. Onto the W Series, and honestly, is it a reason to keep watching? Jamie Chadwick wins again. That is 5 out of 5 if anyone's counting. Honestly, if she loses this title, she should retire because the gap to second is ridiculous only halfway through the series. She had to fight off Beitske at the start, but was soon clear and took this win with ease. Abby Eaton had a scary crash at the start, especially as she broke her back at the tail end of last year. Other than that, not much happened. Good battle in the midfield here and there, but not a lot of overtaking really. This series is done. Jamie Chadwick's main rivals did not score a lot of points here. Beitske is third in the championship just because she finishes most races, but Chadwick is destroying this division. Someone hire her for Formula 2 in 2023. IndyCar from Iowa, and not a whole lot to say from the two oval races. Marcus Ericsson managed to cling on to his lead in the championship, but Newgarden especially looks on top form, taking the first win and dominating the second until something went wrong with his car, hurling him into the wall. It should have been 2 wins for Newgarden in Iowa. Instead, it was Pato O'Ward who, after finishing second in race 1, picked up the pieces of Newgarden's crash, and trust me, there were plenty of pieces. This brings Pato O'Ward back into championship contention, but Will Power, Scott Dixon all look pretty good too, and Alex Palou isn't out. Even after an average weekend, he's on the edge of the championship battles, even with arguments ongoing with Chip Ganassi regarding his future. At the moment, Marcus Ericsson continues to make me look like an idiot and leads the way with 44 points separating the top 6. World Touring Cars from Vallelunga, and this was a story of tyres. Cyan Link & Co had some major issues and it has probably cost them the championship. After Muller had a big off in practice, they decided not to race. They felt it was unsafe and so they sat out of both races. A major shame as the field is already kind of small this year. This left a huge opportunity for their rivals to score big points on them, and Ascona led that charge, but punctures played a big part. It almost seemed like half the field fell victim to punctures, and it really ruined the racing. Not a lot of overtakes or battles as everyone conserved their tyres, but it didn't save a lot of drivers. Girolami took the first race with Ascona second as they pull away at the top of the standings. Same was true in race 2, cars going off with punctures, leaving the Audis of Gilles Magnus and Nathaniel Berton to lead home Ascona, who has pulled a good lead in the series, especially as the rest of the calendar has been cancelled due to COVID. They're apparently looking for replacement circuits, but as it stands, there is just one round left, so this one weekend in Vallelunga may have just decided the World Touring Car Cup for 2022. Finally, the Electric Touring Car Series, and I still don't get this series. Any series led by Adrian Tombe should question its existence. I guess they're trying something different, but interesting racing it does not make. Racing alongside the World Touring Cars at Vallelunga, punctures played their part here as well. Romeo Ferraris pulled out their Alfa Romeos from the second final due to Spengler's crash in the first final. Mikel Ascona took the win but has fallen behind Tombe and Matthias Ekstrom in the championship. There's one round left, so the two Cooper drivers will go head to head in Istanbul at some point in November. Quite a while to wait for the close of this championship. So that was everything from the past weekend. A pretty shallow weekend on the motorsport front, but next weekend is a big one. because from Hungary we have the last Grand Prix for a few weeks, as well as Formula 2, Formula 3 and the W Series. There is Formula E from London, IndyCar and NASCAR, Nitro Rallycross, Stock Car from Brazil, British Touring Cars, Formula Regional European and Supercars from Australia. That's a lot to make time for, but I will be watching everything I can and I'll be back with more motorsport content. So make sure you subscribe, thank you for watching and have a good one.